Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it off to get us underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time? SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Miami's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive...
He's going for it all. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Snap it to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Whalen. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Farmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are using...
Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The play action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back. Get to the key.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He'll take it on the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Whalen. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes his connection. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go with a direct snap. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, this is an offense that's going to find a way to generate explosive plays because of their playmakers at the skill spots. But how about the speed by this guy and his ability on third down to extend, scramble, and go get a big pickup and chunky yards for his offense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The give to the tailback. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Hard-hitting tackle.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play together and got in the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. It looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Snap from the gun on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Whalen. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Quarterback checking off. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Whalen.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's Hutchinson. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Into the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Give to the big fullback. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Looking to throw. Buys a little time. Slips a tackle. Looking, trying to escape. Cannot. The sack warrants the 2-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret. Just simply, we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. This offense has a second down play. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to convert this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Working the middle, it's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Miami! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
Here comes the 2-point try. Powers forward. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Alabama! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure, I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Takes the easy one to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On second down, he'll fire. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazy...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's